you go and if you've heard my stories, you've heard of the encounter that I had 2 years ago in the same area. Whenever I was over in that far meadow on the other side of that other creek, and this right here is the same tree that that big alpha pushed down. I'll show you. So far, I was checking my cameras today. I've left them out here for about 2 months. And I've got 75 videos on my trail cams to go over. But there's the tree that it pushed over. You can see the root wad. Because undoubtedly he was right here. Because he saw me come right down this draw here, where I was at. I walked right along this same creek. And then I went across that far creek and I settled in. And right after I got off the phone, this same tree is one that came down. And then right here is the bank of where he cannonballed this creek. And you can see, because of course this creek was up higher than what it is now. But right here is where he cannonballed. And right here, he went across this creek. And he went up right here where this tree's laying. Now that top of that tree got broke out here in a bad ice storm here this winter. And he started hauling ass going across this meadow right here. And I was over there on that far side. And about a quarter mile, half mile that way is the main road. And that was where I went and I hid in that culvert. But I get done, I'll go and I'll show you guys where the culvert that I hid myself in is. Oh, where it used to be, they put a new one in, but I'll show you where it is. But after I ran, this same meadow is the same one that connects way back here in the woods. I ran up this creek, jumping over trees and just about everything. And I got to right here in the fence where that bent over corner post is. And I jumped over that and down here in the ditch. And I got in that culvert. And yeah, it was pouring water, but I got in it. Of course, it was smaller then. It was a stone culvert. And I got in it because I wanted to get as far in there as I can. I was up underneath this road. And I got as far as I could in there. And then right where I'm sitting right now in this pickup truck is where my backup come and got me. And that male, I'll show you where he was. He come out right to about there, right there on that bank. And he stood there and he looked and he saw my light inside of this culvert. And then whenever that car started coming down this hill and laying on the horn, he turned around and he walked back up that creek, and I never saw him again. And from that point on, I never went back in the woods without a gun. I was too scared to. I didn't go back in these woods. This is my main research area. I didn't go back in there for about 3 or 4 weeks. Now usually I went back in there almost every day after work and every weekend, but I never went back. I was too worried if they remembered me, that they would have gone and come back in and pulled me under or what have you, but I never went back. I was too scared.